Bang. Well, bang. Alright. I will be trying this again. I don't know how to get the chat to show up. I will pull it up on my phone. As for right now, though, this seems to be working fine. And I think it will work fine for the purposes of this very quick live stream, because I'm bored this morning and I don't have a lot to do, and why not do something? So I don't think I was meant to X off that stream thing, because now I don't know if I'm streaming, and I don't know if I'm streaming to anybody actually, which is not good, because you kind of want to be streaming to somebody, right? Surely. Okay. Seem to be streaming again. Not sure if it's working this time. Gonna have to check it over here. See if it's working. It does seem to be working. Okay. So I do seem to be streaming. I will have to try this out a little bit more, because I don't really know what I'm doing at all. So let me lower the desktop audio just in case the stream gets too loud. And we shall wait for this to begin. Whew, this is tiring. Who knows, this would have been so tiring to do. I don't see the live stream though. I think it might be that I have it unlisted. Let me see. Hmm. Right, there we go. I think I have made it public. At least I hope. I sure do hope I made it public. Let's pull up the stream. See how loud it is actually. It's a good test. Doesn't need to be too loud. Might be a little too loud. Might be a tad too loud. Put it right there. Right there. Right there seems to be fine. I don't know. You have to let me know. I will send this link on Twitter. Alright, let me mute this for now. And we'll see how this goes. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. One watching. I think it's me. Alright, let's go. I wonder if anyone will join my epic live stream. Let us see. Oh, I should probably be checking the live chat. Oh, there's nothing in there. I am tired. Let us see what's on Twitter. Oh, I can see the chat. There are people in the chat. Yippee! There's people here. Um, yeah, I don't ever live stream. This is the first time. And I am bored. There's no one to talk to in Discord, and my girlfriend is asleep. So I will be here watching this live stream with you all. Alright. The stream seems to be doing fine. I don't know how to do live streams. I don't know if I'll be doing any more. But I don't know. I figured this would be fun. So why not? Let me check some other tabs while I wait for the stream. Let me check Twitter. Let me see how my opinions of Combiner Wars and Age of the Primes aerial bots are going. How is it going? Let's see. Let's see if people are upset with me. Okay. People said they would tune into the live stream, so I hope they do. We will be watching this live stream with nothing in it because everything has been leaked. But we will see if they have any surprises, which I don't think they will. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, it's absolutely insane that Rise of the Beast has turned 2 years. That's crazy. That's insane. 2 years is a lot. That's a lot of time. AoE out 2 years early, that would be amazing. That would be the best day ever. That would be so good. I like the new Alpha Trion. I definitely think I would have to try and get that one because of the book. I don't have any of the primes yet. Um, I don't have any of them. I don't plan to get them. I might get Megatronus. That's the only one I might get. Other than that, I'm not sure which one I'll get. Alpha Trion does look very good though, and he's kind of good for like a general shelf, you know. So I might end up getting him. Flatline. Flatline looks good. I think he should have had a little bit more remolding to his chest. I don't like the chest. I wish it had some more remolding to the chest. That's about it. Jalopy. We need Jalopy. We do need Jalopy. We need to get Jalopy. Do we actually think Jalopy is going to be the Jazz? I don't know. That's the thing, because it could be a complete mislabeling. It could be that it legitimately is the Jazz, which is going to be a shelf warmer, unless we just create this massive meme around Jalopy that everyone has to go buy the Jalopy toy, which will be interesting. If that does happen, let me put up a stream volume a little bit just to make sure you guys can hear it a little bit. Let me know if the stream volume level, like the Hasbro pulse level, is fine. If that's fine, if that's good, then that's good. You see, I also have that same question. If all the 2025 Age of the Primes Studio Series toys are revealed, what will be at SDCC? I don't know. I have no clue, because if we pull up TFW, let me pull up something quick. if we pull up TFW and we go through what's left, there's not a lot. There is not a lot. So, from the time I checked it last night, I am gonna check this here. Let me just get it for you all. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. I found it. Okay, let me put this tab in this one. How do I do this? Alright, let's put this here. Alright, there we go. As you can see, someone made this TFW post. This music is very loud, for me at least. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but I will just lower that and mute it. I hope the music is fine. Well, if you haven't seen any of the leaks, that's very good. You're in the clear. But, oh, the she's about again. Look, this is everything that's left, and most of this has gotten revealed, so I have no clue what they're going to do. Oh, here we go.
Back. It's been a little bit.
Stream time.
It's been a little bit.
Stream time.
It's been a minute. We're back. We're alive and well.
I'm just going to X off the chat.
Tuesday, June 10th. I feel like the #1 piece of information that people want before we start chatting up.
I don't think they will reveal another Combaticon. I really don't think they will. For everyone that is here, please let me know if you can hear their stream. Like, can you hear how they talk? Oh yes, it will. It will for sure. My Cronus is very cool.
Wait is over. I know everyone's been looking for Onyx Prime, which you revealed. Toy Fair, yeah. Toy Fair, people were hyped.
I'll turn it up a bit.
I mean, we're all hyped about that.
Bang.
People looking for
there we go.
Superion. We're actually going to show the complete.
I hope that is good.
Let
me know if that's good.
For the first time, I believe. I think it's. I think it is. It's been a while. I mean, it's wild to think. We've been talking about Agent Primes for so long, and now
let me know if that's good. And we will.
Year, which is crazy.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Complete the collection, but there's a lot more gems to get. There's a lot more gems to get, and there's a lot more gems to see. We are about to drop some gems on them right now.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
So let's start. Okay, deluxe scale. Let's go. We'll start small, go big.
What are we starting with? Age of the Primes?
We were just talking about the aerial box. We
All
can go into the aerial box. Why not? You know what I mean? Because
last two pieces.
Yeah, so I've kind of already said that these two don't impress me that much. But I must say, Skydive does look quite nice. And I think I might try to get him and him alone. Because I do like how he looks. If you hear a dog barking in the background, that is my dog, Leo.
Over at Takara on all these aerial bots, they came out phenomenal.
Yeah, I think Skydive looks very nice. Fireflight, I like the Fireflight mold. I like the Slingshot mold, but I have a feeling that the Slingshot mold will be used for Blastoff. So I'm going to hold off on getting it in anticipation for Blastoff. I don't want to get, you know, anything that I already have.
I'm sorry. Just jump in. Let's move these guys out of the way. Yeah.
Well, there he is. There's Superion.
Here he is.
The completed Superion. And it looks, you know, it looks like Superion.
Probably do some Scramble City with the Menasor model, with the skeleton framework
the back of the legs is still really. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Really not.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know Blastoff it looks like a shuttle. I don't think that he'll be a jet. I just think that they'll reuse the engineering of Slingshot for Blastoff. That's what I think they'll do.
And as we know, he still has his cool feature where you can put on the.
If not, I'll be very happy. So
yeah, the front shin does close.
Nah, me either. I'm not big on Superior design. I like the arms, but the legs really kill it for me.
Plastic.
Really wish the legs were on the front.
Very unique.
But besides that, he looks good. Superion does look nice together. It does look very nice to see him complete.
When you do see him, they do like a mark.
No, he looks awesome.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I got a question. Because we're always trying, all the times we meet and trying to figure out exactly what you guys are looking for, what's working, what's not working. Would love to hear, because we did it on Devastator, using the Commander price point for Combiner.
Correct.
Love, because I mean, we call it Commander and Titan as well.
What are they
Titan
doing right now?
150 this year in Age of the Primes. We look at it as the biggest figure is kind of what we just call Titan. It's not really like 15 inches.
No,
it's just the biggest figure. So would love if you guys comment down below what you guys are thinking as far as the Commander price point, if how we're doing that.
They want thoughts
with
on the Commander
combiners. If
price
you wanna
point,
see more
okay.
combiners, obviously. I don't know,
Yeah, I do wish they had the toy head. the cartoon accurate head is not very good.
Obviously, that is coming. But in my opinion, having the Commander Silver Bolt, which
I don't
is
think
one
we're gonna
of my
get anything else
faves,
for
and then
Bruticus,
the 4
unfortunately.
deluxe aerial bots that complete the combiner
So-
gives you the strongest skeleton structure system to be able to strike the insane poses that you can actually do with the Superior.
He came out.
Yeah.
awesome.
Unfortunate
Again,
about
like,
Bruticus. I don't think we're gonna get
really
anything,
kind of a
but
new age for combiners with Devastator.
I do
on
think we
one
will
year,
get a toy
Superior
deco.
on
Either
one year.
toy
We
deco
really
or G2
focus
for the
on
box set that's coming
making
next year.
sure
Because there is a
that-
box set coming.
Didn't have any issues like what we do with Menasor, and making sure we get it right. And we're always listening to you guys, and we want to make sure
It's
that we're getting it right.
strange, but,
let us know what
you know,
guys
I
are
guess
thinking
it's a
as
cool
far as
teaser,
Commander
right? I'd
price
rather get it
points,
this year than next
other
year.
combiners that you guys want to see. Love the new packaging. Window, I still can't get
Good,
over
nice
the window
packaging
that
stuff.
we're back to Windows, thankfully. All right, let's go.
Pro to start today.
So, the rest of the deluxe. Let's bring out. How about Venom?
The real leader of the
Yes, Venom.
Insecticon.
It would have been
Yeah,
really
we got
neat to
a
see this
little
today.
going on. Wait, let me straighten that out with our nice ankle articulation. Yes,
Yeah,
look at this
I've seen
cicada.
that crackpot theory that DNA and
Woo-wee.
Hasbro are in
Come on
cahoots,
now.
and
Come
they
on now.
intentionally
What
put
did
in
Gina
certain
Salvo
minor
and
flaws
Picard
into
told me
figures so
with
that
the-
DNA can make fixes.
For this amazing character, I'm so glad that we were
But yes,
actually
Venom
able to
does look
complete
amazing.
the 6 Insecticons.
You're a big
This is-
Insecticon guy.
This is the 7th Insecticon that is the true leader, in my opinion. Not kick
Your humble opinion.
I think he looks so good,
not
so
kickback,
so
but he
good.
did
I
come
love
out
how he
phenomenal.
looks.
As you can see, he does have his blaster
Yeah, I
weapon.
think he's the best
Also,
looking one
his
so
mini
far.
hatchet
Out of
weapon
all
that
of them,
does
out of
combine
the
into a
the
bigger hatchet,
the original
which is
3
kinda
G1
really
guys
cool. I ended
and
up
the
adding
new
that
deluxe
in
G1
there
Insecticons, I think he's the
to
best
do a
looking
little
one.
bit
I
of,
love how he looks.
magic there.
Yes, it is the guy from Family Guy. it's
It's
the Transformer from Family Guy.
Same science as we do with all the Insecticons, which
Yeah, he
has
does
the
look very good.
translucent belly with the painted application underneath, which is such a transformery thing. Yeah, and the bottom looks clean.
His transformation looks
Pictures
very
on shelf
basic,
from, like,
but so are all the
1984.
Insecticons. So
I already made my Insecticon shelf. And
no,
he
it's
looks
Venom.
absolutely
Venom is
tremendous in
the Family
front.
Guy.
So I love it.
Venom
Very
is the
excited.
Family
So,
Guy.
keep it going.
One more deluxe. Yes, one more final deluxe Age of Primes for 2020.
Here we go, Micronus.
2025. And this
There is
the
Micronus
Insecticon
and
for
his
last.
armor suit that might be the Apex
Now,
armor
this
or
is
not.
an
Who knows?
interesting one that has been quite a wild ride with Kunihiro.
I love this. It's so good. It's so good. I love it.
Is essentially your
One
minicon.
of- one of my
you can
most
see
anticipated
we've got the
deluxes,
minicon
and he
logo
transforms
on
to the
his
minicon
chest,
symbol.
nice
Amazing.
metallic ops there. And he also pops into like an exosuit, which is very almost pretender technology, which is very interesting.
I think people are asking for those all the time.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so it's
know,
not
which
the
is
Apex
really
armor,
cool.
as
So
much
it
as
just
people
fits inside,
were saying
this guy's
he was.
chest, basically empowers the mech suit, but he also comes with his artifact, the Chimera Stone.
That's
which
so
is
cool, man.
This little thing right
Yeah, I
here,
love
which
that
has his
idea.
little Micronus logo on there.
And he
It's
still comes
very
with the-
tiny, but it's
the
nice,
artifact.
and
That's
we
so
got
cool. This is such a cool
translucent,
set.
we got
So
metallic
it looks like
ops,
this is
we got all
definitely
kinds of
testing the
goodies
waters
on
for
this guy.
Pretenders.
what's
So
really cool about
I
the
really think
exosuit
Pretenders
as
might be
well,
coming soon.
that's not only does it turn into a one-wheeled motorcycle that he rides, which is outrageous, he actually does have a weaponizer gimmick as well. As you can see, you can armor.
You haven't shown that to me before.
Oh, it
hidden
comes
gem
apart.
there. So
Okay,
his legs, which actually become the tire to the one-wheeled motorcycle,
That's interesting.
can also be used as a shield for other characters, and all of his limbs can actually be used to.
I'm
power
guessing
up
the
all
tire
the other
doesn't roll
characters.
if
Yeah.
it becomes the.
This was a
the
wild
legs.
ride. Kunihiro turned
Yeah, that is
out of
incredible
the park.
play value.
So
I'm
useful.
100% sure this
Just
is
love
testing
this
the waters
little
for Pretenders.
mini
Wait, the wheel
Kunihiro
does turn.
Micronus
Hold on,
here.
the
He's
wheel
so
turns.
cute. He's amazing.
The wheel
His colors
spins.
came out great.
How did they
Spectacular
engineer
stuff,
that?
you know what I mean?
How do
It does
the
actually
how
spin,
do the
so you
legs
can,
function
like,
if the
do
wheels
videos
turn?
with this thing.
Especially for deluxe scale.
Deluxe, right?
Plus the mini cars.
Yeah, these
That's
come
that's
off,
very
you really
interesting.
get your
That's very
motorcycle
interesting.
on.
I'm very
Yeah,
interested to see how that
awesome.
works.
There's a
That's gonna
lot
be
of
interesting
fun
transformation to
in this
see.
guy, so please do cop this guy because
I'm getting
obviously
this.
there's more
I'm getting
primes
this
to
for
fill.
sure.
We actually even have
No
enough
question
primes
in my
for
mind about
Do
getting
we-
this.
Do we want to go to the next prime?
Yeah, let's go to the next prime.
All right.
Tuck these guys back.
This is
So that's
quite the
so that's
treat.
deluxe.
That's
Now we're
deluxe.
moving up to Voyager.
Now we're moving to
You got a
Voyager.
couple here.
Alpha Trion on his book.
G1 hover spaceship mode from Alpha Trion, who has the Covenant of Primus,
Looks so
right? He actually
Wow.
has ab articulation.
That looks
Hasui-san
amazing.
Has gone wild with this guy.
That looks so good,
He
man. I
actually
really am
is
happy with
featured
Alpha
his
Trion.
mustache,
Yeah, he is based on the
which Alchemist
R80
Prime has a
2015
mustache,
design.
so the Primes are rocking
Alpha Trion
mustaches,
had to
and
grow
there's
on me.
nothing wrong with that.
Initially, I
The
didn't
pages
like it,
turn?
but now I
The
do.
pages turn.
I think
There's
it's really
actually
just the
some
shaven
Cybertronian
beard, and he only has the
messages.
mustache, which is a bit strange.
There's some Cybertronian messages. There's actually a
Yes.
little image of Cybertron right there. Yeah,
The image of
book
Cybertron.
The Covenant of Primus book actually came out fantastic.
I
It's on
love the
75
book.
millimeter peg,
I
so
love
all
the book.
characters
I
can
love that
hold
it comes
and
with
it just looks really cool. as you
pages.
go.
There's different pages.
The
And the
Covenant of
transformation
Primus.
looks
Yeah,
very
that's-
neat. Looks very interesting.
Yeah, this mode has actually never been done, but it was never even featured in the G1 animation series. But it was the mode for the G1 Alpha Trion, so we thought it was really cool to do that.
Yeah.
mode finally.
All this
Very,
stuff, especially the
very
stuff that Adam's
excited.
doing on like the concept series stuff, like when you, I mean, you know me. Whenever there's a toy
Very
we've
excited
never
for this
done and
one.
we can do it. Like that's always the way. to
Yeah,
go.
so
this is really.
even on his ab here, this
Yep.
Autobot symbol
I-
comes off like the G1 animation episode where he holds up the Autobot.
He can hold
shield,
up the
which is
symbol.
cool, and I didn't
Wow,
mention
he's showing
that.
you
He
his
does
Autobot
have his,
symbol.
feathered pen to
He's showing you.
actually
Look at his. There it is.
transcribe all of
You can take it
the
off.
present, past,
Hey, it's
and
the Fire
future
Brothers. He's in the chat.
Cybertron.
The primes that you did on art, like this whole the whole segment is
Yippee.
But just even taking
I'm getting
what
so
you did
close
on
to
Legacy,
1,000.
taking it to another level with the primes.
This guy, look at this guy. Woo, man, yeah. So a lot of fun here. A lot of fun for another Alpha Trion with your collection, but the best Alpha Trion for your collection.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
I think we got another voice.
It is a big shame that these leaked. Wow, it would have been nice to see this for the first time
Here
today.
he is, Mr. Flatline.
Flatline.
Which is actually a redeco of Armada Red Alert that came out
Flatline.
spectacular.
Flatline
'cause
looks
we
amazing.
actually
I'm
ended up
definitely getting this on sale if I can.
rebuilding his
because I
little
love how this
piston
looks.
Guns that actually fit on his fists, like the Red Alert that didn't have a fist, but this guy actually does.
Okay,
He
so
actually
Marcus
has the
confirming
flatline
he has
decal
2
on the
fists.
side of
That's
his
good.
whip,
I'm
which
really
is
glad
pretty
he has both
sweet,
fists.
You know what I mean? Just an evil Decepticon. Yeah, look at
Red Skull.
Yeah, the head sculpt came out phenomenal. It's very reminiscent
Yeah,
of the IDW
this is probably going to be the only
version
flatline you
of
get for a very long time.
Flatline. I tried to go for that with this dude, and he came out great. Tomo-san actually worked
The
on those
deco does
original
do a lot of
molds,
heavy
and
lifting.
he's been
I wish
killing
there
it
was a little bit
lately
more
over at
remolding to the chest, but
Sartoni.
other than that,
Yeah,
I think
so we
he's
were
very
nice to
nice.
get another cool evil Decepticon in the line. I loved my Decepticons.
The Red
This
Alert
one
mold,
was
I don't have it,
phenomenal.
but it's
The body
very
was
solid.
like those really
It's a very
bright-
solid
those
mold.
really
That's what I've
bright,
heard. I heard that the
shaped
joints and the
pieces
transformation's
on,
very
like, accessories.
smooth and
Yes,
fluid,
yeah,
and the
high
joints are
red
very solid.
orange. Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch. So yeah, this is
Very premium looking figure.
Yeah,
I love the
man.
deco.
So then we just one leader to finish out the year. I know you guys have already seen this, but get Mark on camera and actually talk about this labor of love. I mean, this was one when I think we first started talking about what you were doing. It was like, where are you gonna pull this guy off?
There it is.
the first centaur to ever grace
Onyx!
Transformers toydom here. I mean, yeah, he's just bananas. He really is. So please do collect all the Age of the Primes. This guy is obviously
Yeah,
the king
this
of the
guy looks
beasts
amazing.
of all.
I love how this
Cybertron,
guy looks.
which,
And who doesn't like how this guy looks?
shout out to Kim Christensen who did the
Very
original
interested to
artwork
see how
for
the
this
engineering
guy,
on him
worked
works,
with Aaron
especially with those
Archer
front
on the
legs.
Covenant of Primus to do all those illustrations, and that's
Transformation
where
to
the 13
alt
perks
mode
come
looks a bit
from. So
simple,
if
but
you wanna
other than
try to
that, he
get
looks very good.
publication to read more about these guys.
Yeah, he's
great,
huge.
do it.
I can't wait to see a size
IDW
comparison.
As well. They have a lot of
Um,
publications for stories of the 13 Primes, so dive
Yeah,
in.
he looks so
He
good.
does have his triptych masked spear, which is his artifact.
I do wish he was blue, but
So much to
I'm
say.
I'm guessing that there will be a
I don't know if I
repaint down the line.
mentioned, a lot of times, but all the artifacts, please do collect them because in the end there'll be a nice
Something's coming.
surprise
Something's
here
coming.
for the triptych mask. All the artifacts.
I'm
do
interested in the
Have
artifacts
a nice special purpose for Cyber.
because they keep talking about the artifacts and how the artifacts will play into something later. So
I just want to make sure, like, you see the back of him was like Yeah, the pose is like a triple. I mean,
He's a triple changer, yeah, because I don't have the actual beast mode.
I'm guessing they
The
combine.
6
What I
waves of
think is
beast
that
mode
they'll
on the
play into
side there. You can
Primus
see the
whenever they make a
illustration.
Primus somehow. I think it'll play into
I
that,
ran
but
out
I
of
don't know.
figures.
Yeah,
But
surprise
yes,
for the
please do
the
pre-order
artifacts.
these,
Let's see what it is.
characters
I don't know.
because
We'll
you
see
will
next
not
year.
miss out on completing this 13 prime shelf because I already have mine almost half complete. In it.
You're right.
Well,
It
man,
is a
you
very
really-
uncommon
honestly, you
color
really
scheme,
should've
but it's not the
sampled
most
Cronus
appealing
on the
color
first
scheme.
wave
That's
of
the thing.
your-
I
and
like
to
the
see,
blue,
like,
and I
the
hope I
rest
can
of
get
the
one
leaders
later
is-
on in the blue. But the copper and bronze is nice.
Cronus is a heartbeat, and this guy's right along with them.
So that wraps up for Age of the Primes for 2025. So those are the final waves of Deluxe, Voyager, and Leader. So now we can move into which one do you want to do? Let's do Slugslinger. Slugslinger.
All right, we're doing Amazon exclusives.
All right. So this one.
He
is
mentioned
an
there's
Amazon
2
exclusive,
Amazon
so
exclusives,
today, 1 p.m.
which
will
is
be
interesting
exclusive
because we only know
Full
about
Screen
one.
Hour 1 to 2.
So
They're also
maybe
available on
we might actually see
Amazon
something
as
new,
well.
unless they're talking about the
Handsome
G2
boy.
the G2
Handsome
Dinobots,
face, handsome
in
face.
which you know.
Handsome face Sandstorm. I think from seeing the comments, you guys knew this was coming. Mark, I think they've kind of figured you out sometimes.
Well, yeah, you know me. I'm just trying to satisfy everybody's wants.
Is there a whirl this thing? I can't remember now. I don't remember if there's a whirl. Not a big fan of this, by the way. I don't like the face. I don't like the black face. It's very strange. They removed all the gray tooling and it's all black. Yes, there is a normal Leader Grimlock reissue. They will confirm it in this live stream, so a little later on you'll see it.
Original release. He's more animation accurate, as you can see the black fists, and obviously the head sculpt came out great. But
Just Slugslinger.
Slugslinger, that headmaster. So we were kind of going for in the episodes. He's kind
Yeah,
of
I do wish they went with a different Sandstorm deco. Something unique, something out there, something crazy, you know. That would have been nice. But it's just the G1, but again. So it's a tad disappointing.
For those of you who still want the headmasters, I know we're still trying from Misfire. We got to figure that guy out. But yeah, just a great versus pack.
Thank you, Flipside. It's nice to see so many of you guys are in here. There's a lot of people in here. Yes, Stratosphere Sweep.
And we are trying to collect those 2 completion.
Yeah.
Packaging
Team.
It's a shame Slugslinger doesn't come with his Target Master. That's something I'm a bit disappointed in. Yeah, well, if you don't have Sandstorm, Sandstorm's a very good figure. This is a very nice 2-pack if you don't have Sandstorm.
Collection, yeah.
Hold on to the box.
I keep saying the Mayhem attacks with, but the Wrecking
Okay, so he
Doom
says
and
to hold on to the
Wreckers,
boxes. I'm
yeah,
guessing you can put the
Wreckers
boxes
versus
together,
Doom and
like you can do the rest of
Destruction,
them.
It's just a really nice shelf collection. And yes, Amy's killing it on the packaging. These illustrations are singing.
All right,
There's an Octopunch in the listings, actually. So, at least I think so. There's a Sea Spray in the listings. I don't know if it's an Octopunch. I can't remember now. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's G2 Dinobots. Okay. Okay.
Gen Selects for many years. Goodness, I'm not gonna guess how
The
many years
G2
they've had,
Dinobots.
the cardboard box, the glorified cardboard box with some graphics on it.
So the G2 Dinobots are cool. I don't have either of these molds, so if this goes on sale, this might be for me.
We weren't done with the Dinobots from Studio Heroes.
Cool.
And so everyone's got to get their G2 Dinobots. This is the second and third. Obviously, you guys saw the first wave of Leader
Yeah.
with...
This is Gen Selects. This is the new Gen Selects type boxing, so they do look good together. But what I find strange is the colors on Slag and Snarl are a bit muted in comparison to Grimlock. I think Grimlock's colors are a bit brighter.
I don't think it's a spoiler, but the next 2 are coming next year. They're coming next year, so you'll be able to finish the 5. The next 2 are coming.
How would we start it?
But they are coming next year, so there's a little reveal for you.
Yeah.
Nothing too shocking.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I do like them though. I do like them. It's an easy way to get both of them, and I think I might get it because I don't have either of those figures.
You guys get to do so much more where we can go a little bit more niche, like more core fans.
The G2 colors are fine. I don't care for G1 or G2 accuracy, so doesn't matter what's on my shelf. I think they look fine. Me too. I do wish they were brighter because that's G2. G2 is neon and really bright garish colors.
Down in the comments with the other 2 that you're waiting for.
They look a bit
These
normal.
guys' colorings came out really fantastic. They look great.
I hope this is on Amazon, but I don't know.
Studio
Studio Series! Let's go!
I'm gonna leave you.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 what's this? This is new?
did the
Revenge of the Fallen 3-pack! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, look at that!
So now we've got the Decepticon pack.
That looks amazing! Oh my god, what a surprise! A surprise! That's crazy!
Soundwave. Satellite Soundwave. Wild
Nice!
flavors,
I
wild
don't have
designs.
any of these figures, so this will be a nice 3-pack for me to get.
Just watching you convert the Fallen is like...
Yeah, Soundwave isn't great, but it's a figure I don't have, so I don't mind getting it.
Paint applications on them came out great. Obviously, the Fallen in that movie.
Man, that's nice. That looks very good. The box is amazing. The box is so good.
Almost feathered boa, kind of like.
Oh my god, I forgot. I was supposed to be tweeting this stuff. Hold on. I forgot. I'm supposed to tweet this. Whoops.
The films are just great to sit back.
Hold on. I'm closing off the chat for a second. I need to tweet this.
And just like dive into an amazing big blockbuster
I forgot.
action movie.
This is something I need to
with,
do.
All these crazy designs and all these crazy fight scenes. I love it.
Here we go.
And then with Studio Series being around,
Screenshotted.
I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong,
Let's
since
post this.
2018, I think it's 2018. But
Bang.
we're continuing to
Go with that.
Not the best quality screenshots, but we're just gonna go with it.
For now. Yeah. Continuing to
Bang.
celebrate the
Alright, there you
anniversary.
go.
Understand this
Gonna
is an
post
off
this.
year, but wanted to make sure that with the Oddball pack, you get the Decepticons as well. We are.
That's so cool. I'm so happy because they said that the pack was dead on TFW recently, but I guess it's not.
Incomplete. We don't want to do that to service. So you got your Decepticons here. Obviously, a lot more to come, but I think that was a lot.
Yeah. Shout out to Evan for working on these for sure. Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, that's a Transformers Tuesday.
That's
Awesome.
That's right. Get the pre-orders going. Give me
So
the
there we
info.
go.
Hit the
Let's
info.
we'll recap it another time. So again, everything you saw here, so all the mainline stuff for Age of the Primes, that is all live 1 p.m. today. All the pre-orders, and then the 2 Amazon exclusives. That is the Versus pack with Slugslinger and Insecticon.
Wait, that's it?
The
They're not
G2
doing
Dinobot,
Megatron and Widowmaker? Whoa, hold on. They're not doing the rest?
And then finally, the Studio Series.
They're not
Decepticon
doing the
pack.
rest?
Again, all
What?
1 p.m. Premium Pulse members, exclusive hour, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on the 2 Amazon exclusives. Hopefully, you don't have to rewind to make sure you understood what I was just saying, but I think that's it for now. Very soon.
Wow, that's it.
Evan
Huh.
will be back, and we'll do some Studio Series. We'll round out 25 Studio Series. And
SDCC.
That's all.
Beat me to it, and then
See
SDC.
you out there. We'll be out there.
And
We'll be out
goodness,
there.
like,
Yeah, it's like
quick.
next week.
So we've got a bunch of goodies. I know we didn't have any pipeline reveal or space bridge reveals today,
Okay.
but we'll
That's-
have those.
that's
coming.
unfortunate.
I'm trying to save a lot of the juice for Comic Con,
Save the juice.
but we'll make sure that we get it all out there.
Talk about
Well,
the dope shirt. I know you guys.
They said that there'll be another live stream soon. Maybe there will be. Who knows?
I came correct though. I came correct. Literally took it off the mannequin on Main Street.
Nailed it. It looked great.
Shout out to Kelly for hooking me. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Cool. Hey, everyone, appreciate your patience. Thanks for waiting on us. We're here.
That's
we're back,
unfortunate.
and,
That's not.
take a look at those pre-orders and
That's a tad disappointing. I thought there would be more. Well, I mean, I guess they didn't lie. They did say there would be Studio Series. There was Studio Series, technically. And this live stream would have been very neat if everything didn't leak last night. But it did. So, yes. Yes. What should I do now? What is the time? We're only 20 minutes in. Okay. I am going to talk about the Studio Series figures since they didn't talk about it. So why not? Let me talk about it. Yippee. I'm gonna pull them up. Let's pull them up and let's see here. So that's the only new thing out of the stream. We got the Revenge of the Fallen multi-pack. Cool stuff. Let me post this up. Alright. Let me get these listings. Should we do listings or should we do figures? Let me know. Everyone who is still here. Do you guys want to see me talk about the listings or the figures? I'll pull up the figures and images and we can go through them and talk about them. Or if you guys want me to talk about the listings, you can talk about the listings. I'll do either. Let me know and we'll do that. Let me check Twitter and see how it goes. Bye-bye, Fire Brothers. Bye-bye. He's leaving the chat. He exits. Yeah, it would have been crazy if everything didn't leak last night. That would have been very, very nice. Both? You want me to do both? Alright, I'll do the figures first. I'll do the figures first. Let me pull up the figures. the figures they did not touch. Let's see here. Let me get the Takara stuff, just so we're going official. Tab. There's a bunch of images of Megatron out there. I haven't compiled all of them. There's so many of them from so many different people who have it. But I do hope that people do post them soon. Let me, almost at the article. I'll pull up the article for the listings. Alright, Megatron, and we got Elita 1, and we've got Scavenger Mixmaster, and we have Starscream. Alright, cool. Let's do all of this. Okay, here we go. So, let's talk about all of them, and then we'll do listings. Go Starscream. Alright, here we go. So let's start off with Widowmaker, because, dear God, what a figure. What a figure this is. Widowmaker looks amazing, and I don't need to tell you that because you can see it. It looks so good. Widowmaker looks so good. I love everything about this figure. The only thing I'm a little bit not jazzed about is the articulation. It is lacking a lot of articulation. It's lacking a waist. It's lacking wrists. It's lacking ankle pivots. Unfortunate, you know, but I understand the compromises. You're doing a design that's never been done. It's never been seen before. We're doing a design that is clearly not meant to work for this car, but they're making it work, which I think is very cool. So let me just bang, make it look good. Make it look good. Pull up. Where's the car mode? You have to pull up an image of the car. Let's see if we can get an image of the car somewhere. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get an image of the car. Let's see. Let's go down all the way to. I probably could just go on my Twitter, and I would get the images of the car, which could be a lot quicker than doing this. Let me just do this quickly. Next time, I will have this organized so that as soon as the live stream is over, we can get into these figures, because they don't seem to be. I mean, I guess so. What else were they gonna do for SDCC? They had to show off something, right? So, alright, here we go. Widowmaker. Right, let's talk about Widowmaker. What is there to say that hasn't been said about this figure? It looks so good. I love this figure so much. I really, really like this figure so much. I think she looks fantastic. Everything about her, from the deco, I think that the orange look works very nicely. I think let me see here. What's the chat saying? Hey, don't say no one wants the 3-pack. I want the 3-pack. I like the 3-pack. I think I might be trying to get it. But yeah, Widowmaker looks amazing. I love the forearm blasters. It's not creative, it's not new, but it works with the design. I think it really fits, because what other accessories would you give her? I'm wondering if they can store in her alt mode. That's something I'm really wondering. And of course, the backpack cleans up amazingly. Such a clean backpack. Yeah, an image of the back, yeah. Such a clean backpack. I'm so excited for this figure. Yeah, I don't have any of them either. I would like to get a 3-pack, because that's a pretty good 3-pack, in my opinion, at least, because I don't have any of them. A Toon Deco 3-pack, as in the Studio Series figures in Toon Decos. That's cool. I always like that. I always like whenever they take Generations figures and give them Beavis colors, or Beavis figures and give them Toon colors. I think that's always a neat thing. Look at that backpack, so clean. Such a clean backpack. Wow, so impressed by this figure. I'm so excited for it. I really am. Really am.
Definitely going to be getting this as quickly as possible. The transformation looks simple, and yeah, she does have a little bit of a Bumblebee motif because of the whole Stinger thing, yeah. Q? Yeah. Yeah, it's strange that Q came out this year and this is also coming out this year because wow, this looks so much better. You know, no hate on Q. I think Q is a fine figure. It's perfectly serviceable. It's not great, but it works for what it has to do. But Widowmaker completely mogs Q because she looks so good. And that car mode is so nice. It's such a nice car mode. Wow, is that a nice car? That is a perfect car mode. It looks so good. Everything cleans up so well. There's barely any panel lines, and it looks so clean. I love this car mode. I was showing this car mode to some friends, and they were like, "God, that's a good looking car." I love how this car mode looks. But enough about Q. Not Q. Enough about Widowmaker. I've talked enough about her, and I've talked enough about her on Twitter. So excited for her. And if this is any indication for how Bayverse is going to be going, I'm very anticipating it. So, Megatron. Megatron is a point of contention because Megatron doesn't look like this. So, let me show you guys something that I haven't posted on Twitter yet. Can I open the image? Thank you. There we go, and there we go. Let me show you all something that I haven't done yet. Let's go to the boards, and you can see here that someone actually posted this. Where is it? Yeah, someone posted images of the box. So let me show this to you all, and we can talk about the box. Because it is a box, certainly. It is a box. Here we go. We got the box, and we have Megatron unboxing the box. Many questions here as to what is happening in this image. It's certainly a strange mask. And we have the box. We can see the back of the box here, showing off the gun accessory and the sword and the cannon on the back. You see the front. You can see the art. Art looks very nice. Like how the art looks. And you can see the tank on the front. I think the tank looks very good. Megatron does unbox Megatron. Here we go. Oh, same image. A little closer up image of what looks to be a live stream. And as you can see here, this is in box, so this is the final figure, but the legs are indeed a bluish gray, which I don't mind personally. I'm fine with that, but a lot of people are not. It doesn't matter to me. It seems as though they have put in some small, tiny intentional flaws to this figure so that they can make a better deco later on. At least that is my theory. Yeah, you can see the back, a little piece of artwork there for the movie, the little still, and yeah, it's a box. It's a fine box. It's the box for the figure. There's nothing else to say. Well, let's get on back with this. Yeah, let's get back to Megatron. Yeah, the legs on the Takara images are gray. But on the regular on the leaks and in the box, it's a little bit of a bluish gray. It could be the camera settings. It could be a different, like this could be a prototype, or it can be that the lighting is different. Whatever. It doesn't bother me. I'm fine with it. I'm very happy that he comes with his sword. I'm very happy that he comes with his himself as a little gun. The only thing I'm disappointed with is honestly the fusion cannon. I think the fusion cannon looks a bit strange. It looks a bit squat, and I wish it was a little bit extended. And if it was a bit extended, that would have been amazing. So yeah, this is the tank. The tank mode I actually really like. When I first saw images of this, I was like, "Damn, that's a nice looking tank." I really like the tank. The turret obviously isn't great, but I like the tank mode itself. I think the tank mode itself looks amazing. I really do like it. I love the body of the tank. I like the back. I like how it cleans up. I like the turret. The turret turns a bit strange, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me too much. Very clean backpack, as we know, and I love that the back of the treads can kind of mimic the gun grip. I think that's very cool. And yeah, I mean, I know I'm not typically very excited for 86 figures, but I'm very excited for this guy. I think this guy looks amazing. I'm very happy with how he turned out, and yeah, I'm just
really satisfied. I thought the arms looked a bit strange in the initial photography, and I think it still looks a bit strange, but I do like how he looks. Uh, in general, I like how he looks, and yeah, that's it for Megatron. We're going on to Elita 1, and Elita is when is she coming out? Who knows at this point? I believe it is in the next wave with Starstream and stuff, though. That should be when she comes out, and yeah. So here we go. Elita looks quite nice, quite nice, quite nice. I think yeah. The pre-orders say November, but I think they will release like in October or September. I think that's when they'll actually release. They always release a few months earlier than the pre-order date. Um, yeah, she looks so nice. I love how she looks. I like they really got the arm molding correct. Yeah, there's a lot of kibble on the arms, but the molding they got is pretty spot on. As much as there's a lot of kibble. Um, yeah, she looks nice. I think the legs look pretty good. The only thing with the legs is that she does seem to be missing ankle articulation, which that's gonna suck because she's such an agile character in the film. It's gonna be it's gonna be very strange that she doesn't have ankles, which is gonna be kind of crucial to transforming her, and posing her and articulating her. So I'm guessing it is crucial to transforming her, which is why they didn't include it. But I think the torso is a bit strange. The way it's a bit boxy, it's like it's got a very defined shape. And I'm guessing that is to service the transformation. The full abdomen, yeah, it's a bit strange. It's interesting because all of the TF1 figures so far have barely relied on faux parts. They've always been accurate to the alt mode, and the parts in the alt mode actually become the robot mode, which I really like and I really respect that they did that. This is the only one with some faux parts, which of course Elita's design is a bit more complex than the rest of them, and it's a bit strange how it works. But I think what they did here is very good. The bike mode. The bike mode is easily the most impressive part of this figure. I think this is very accurate to the film, and I love how they did it. I love how they did this bike mode. I love how it looks. I love how they have the one continuous big piece of pink plastic here to replicate the side of the alt mode. And I think they got the shoulder in the back, which is accurate to the film, which I really like. Yeah, I think this is cool. And the backpack, a lot of people are worried the backpack is screwed in. It's not. It's removable. They said it's removable. So unless they lied, I don't think they did. But they said it's removable. I'm guessing the backpack is two pieces, and the screw is just that it's the screw is screwing together the two pieces of the backpack, which I assume. Um, I'm not sure, but yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch this alt mode. But I do have the Burger King toy right next to me, and it's cool that they include a lot of details like the forearms actually store underneath the alt mode, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's unfortunate the chest isn't real, but it doesn't bother me that much, and I'm glad she exists. I'm glad she looks this good, and yeah. Moving on to whoever is next. Let's see who's next. The Constructicons. Okay. The Whopper. I don't eat beef, so I don't know. I've never had a Whopper before. The only Whopper I've ever had is the Impossible Whopper, and that was pretty good. So let me get all these images open, and let's talk about these guys. Which we'll talk about Devastator. Oh, we can talk about Devastator too. Yes, there's a lot of stuff we can talk about here. Okay, so let's get my thoughts on Mixmaster out, which I haven't said very publicly because I don't like to really bad talk figures anymore. I kind of like to just keep it to myself sometimes. But Scavenger here, Scavenger looks nice. Scavenger looks good. He looks good. He looks like the Combiner Wars figure, which was a very good figure. I think the Combiner Wars Scavenger is very good. My biggest issue with this figure is the paint. There's no paint. There's no paint at all. And I understand that that's accurate to the cartoon, but it's just I really wish he had some more paint on the chest, especially because the Combiner Wars one had some nice silver and red details, which really made the colors pop. But unfortunately, this is just a flat green, a flat purple with a little bit of silver, and it just looks too plain for me. Too plain. Not to mention, I already have the Combiner Wars, which is this is pretty much the same as um the excavator. This is an excavator, right? Excavator. Again, looks good. It looks like the Combiner was one with no paint whatsoever. It's very bland looking, in my opinion. I do like the little touches of silver in the treads, but other than that, it's very bland, and I'm not a big fan of this one. What I'm really not a big fan of is the wheels. The lack thereof. There's no wheels on this guy. There's no wheels on Bone Crusher either, which is like very strange because you would think that the Constructicons, construction vehicles, something that people love to roll around and mess with, don't have wheels. Very, very, very strange decision to not give them wheels. But yeah, they don't have wheels, which is unfortunate. The back cleans up nicely. I think this cleans up better than the Combiner was one because they made the shovel fold down a little nicer, which is a good improvement, I'd say. But yeah, that Scavenger, not much to say about him. He has his gun, that's about it. Mixmaster, the more interesting one, because he is very different from his Combiner was version. And here's my honest to god thoughts on this figure. I looked at this figure, I looked at it very hard, and I was like, Mixmaster, huh? I genuinely think this is, in my opinion at least, one of my least favorite voyages. Like, since Siege started back in 2018, I don't like this. I don't think this looks good. It looks like Mixmaster. I'll give it that. But it has no paint. It's very bland looking. The transformation is ridiculously simple for a Voyager class, and I'm a guy that likes transformations to be a bit more complex, a little bit going on with it, and make it a little more interesting. And this is just not a lot going on with this guy. Which I guess is expected. But his mixing drum, his cement mixing mode looks good. It's a fine looking cement mixer. It looks like it looks G1 enough. It's a transformation. It's a transformation that really bothers me because it's just so simple, and he has no paint, and he's still a Voyager, and he doesn't even come with like any extra accessories. He's just so there's just nothing to this set. There's nothing there, and it's $35, and I really wish they could have at least included a little accessory that he could have plugged in on the top to get the guns that he has typically on the top of his head. I wish he came with those. It's molded, but it's not there. It's not physically there, and I'm not sure if it was there in the cartoon. I can't remember, but it's very unfortunate that he doesn't have those, which I think is a big part of his character. But he looks serviceable. He looks like if you wanted to get this set, he will work as a leg, and I'll say that. I really don't like this guy though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With Scrapper, they at least tried a little bit to justify the Voyager price point. With this one, I don't think they tried very much at all. To do that. The original G1 constructor cost were $4. Ah, boy, that was a while ago, wasn't it? But yeah, $35 for this. Interesting, interesting. I'll say that. I do wish his transformation had a bit more going on, but yeah, that's it for Mixmaster. And as for the completed Devastator, let's pull him up here. Let's pull him up. Pull the big guy up. Here we go. Mixmaster. What am I saying? Devastator looks good. Of course, Devastator looks good. Devastator was always going to look good. Because he's based on the Combiner Wars version, which is an amazing figure. I love the Combiner Wars version. Amazing, maybe not so much, but it's a very good figure. I like the Combiner Wars one because it's a complete set, and I love the engineering on those guys. And the fact that they use that engineering as a base, I think it's a good idea in concept because it's a very good, well-engineered figure. But I think they needed some more improvements. I really wish the arm on Scavenger was thicker, because one of my biggest issues with the Devastator is that one arm is very scrawny and one arm is relatively normal. They didn't really fix that. They fixed it kinda by making it so that the shovel could collapse more. It makes it look like the shovel is part of the arm, which I think it's a good change. Which helps make the arm look a little better. But I still think it's a little too uneven when it comes to the proportions. Mixmaster looks amazing as a leg. Much needed improvement over the Combiner Wars vision that was really skinny at the foot section. Yeah, but he looks good. I think they should have fixed this hole in the center here. I wish they had a panel to cover that up. The arms, they are G1 accurate, of course,
But I do wish that they found a way to engineer the treads to be part of the arms, which is my preferred look for Devastator. I like the treads being part of the arms instead of the treads being locked into the body. That's something I prefer. Of course, the treads being mixed match is a bit strange, but that's just the nature of the design. You can't really escape that. The one purple treads and the one green treads, it's kind of hard to escape. But I think for what it is, they kind of blend in and they look good. Devastator looks good. The back is interesting. I really wish they managed to find a way for long hauls, legs to fold up further onto the back. It doesn't, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, that's like one of my biggest issues with it. But other than that, it's great. It's a good set, and I think if it ever becomes a box set, I think this is a very good pickup for anyone that doesn't have the Combined Wars version. Um, with the Combined Wars version, I'm happy with. I don't think I'll be getting rid of it anytime soon, or getting this one. So moving on, the big one, Starscream. That's the one everyone's excited for, and I, for one, was very excited for this figure until some stuff about it came out, and now I'm kind of mixed on it. So Starscream is neat. I think he's good. I think the biggest issue with Starscream is the articulation, because these Studio Series TF1 figures have been so articulate. They have made sure to get the articulation in, which I really appreciate. And this figure is just lacking so much articulation. It's so strange. It's a definite get for sure. Definitely gonna be getting this one. One of the better looking Tetra. Yes, you are so correct in saying that, because my god, let's get to that jet mode. That jet mode is amazing. I love that jet mode. It looks a little bulky because they're not showing off the legs. The legs stick out the back and the fists stick out the back. So it's not perfect. But there's definitely some improvements that could have been made. But overall, he looks very good. Overall, I think he looks very nice. I think they did this figure. It turned out very well. It's very accurate to the film in both modes, which I think I'm proud of the team. I'm really proud of the team in the way that they managed to translate these Transformers 1 designs from from the screen onto figures, and I think they did it very accurately. The stained plastic, not a big fan of. I really wish they just used regular gray like they did right here on the thighs. I think that would have worked a lot nicer than this off-colored gray that doesn't look that good. I get what they were going for, but I don't like it very much. So, jet mode looks nice. It's a bit unfortunate that the underneath of the jet is an accessory, but it's fine. But yeah, missing ankles, missing waist, missing fists. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, because this guy otherwise looks fantastic. Looks fantastic otherwise. Very accurate to the film. Extremely accurate to the film. I'm surprised how accurate they managed to get this in both modes. I love that the jet is not a faux pas. Sorry, not the jet. The cockpit is not a faux pas. They actually made it into the chest, which is very cool. Very, very, very cool. So yeah, I'm very happy with this figure overall. I think their accessories are a bit of a wash, but that's just it. So yeah, that's Starscream, and that's all the Studio Series figures we have to look forward to. That haven't been revealed yet, at least. And I'm guessing they'll get a reveal on the Evan stream, which is coming soon. So, let's do this. Let's do this. A lot of what's Yeti? Cyberworld. I didn't even go through that. I didn't even post those. I didn't even bother to post those. But I want to show you all something here. Someone compiled a list of figures using some codes. Using the EAN codes, someone put them together, and let's see here. If TFW will load, seems to be giving a little bit of trouble. Yeah, so I'm gonna put through a little list. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed, of course, because this is a very long list of things that we might see. I mean we will see, but we'll see if that's the order they turn out to be. It was from this guy. Let me see, this guy. He was doing pretty good work.
Must say, very good work putting together these lists. Let me see if the full list is out there. Let me get the full list for you guys. Yeah, unfortunately. You don't like the Meg's tank mode. May I ask why you don't like it? What's wrong with it? I really like it. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why people don't like it, but I really do like it. Alright, we only have this small list. So of course this is not confirmed. This is just speculation based on the EAN codes, which is the codes that are attached to each listing. So this is not confirmed, but this is kind of what we're working with for wave 1. So remember, there's 2026 listings and there's also 2027 listings, and there's two set of listings. There's this set, which is the newest set, and then there's the older set. So we'll go through the newest set. I don't know if we'll go through the older set. It's been a while ago. So yeah, let me see here. The barrel. I also don't like the barrel of the tank on Megatron. I think the barrel is really strange how it goes from the black tank, the black fusion cannon to the gray muzzle. I think that's very strange, but I don't know how else they could have done it honestly. But I don't like that. That's something I don't like. He should have been a gun, and the turret placement is a little awkward. Should he have been a gun? They can't do the gun, but I do understand the argument that if they can't make him a gun, it shouldn't be an 86 product. And I kind of understand that. I totally get where you're coming from with that. And maybe he should have been an Age of the Primes leader class. But then again, with the slots and stuff, it's fine if it's a 86 figure, in my opinion. As for the turret placement, yes, it is certainly a bit strange. But the tank, in my opinion at least, I rather they sacrifice the tank than the robot. And unlike BBM Megatron, Bubble Movie Megatron, which I don't like anymore at least. I used to like that figure, but not anymore. Where the tank mode was complete garbage and the transformation was complete garbage. At least 86 Megatron, the transformation looks fun and the tank mode looks good. And it also has a clean robot mode, so you know. Yeah, I know he was a gun in the movie. Everyone knows that, but they can't do the gun with the laws and stuff in the U.S. and mass toy manufacturing anymore. I'm very sure that Takara will make a gun Megatron at some point. I think they'll do a missing link Megatron in the future. It's Takara at least, and then you can import that. So, yeah. Skybound Megatron, yeah, maybe. But let's talk about these listings. So we're gonna go with these listings, and let's start off with the primes. So this is just a list that someone put up, but here we go. Deluxe Class Quintus Prime. We already know about this. Interested to see what he looks like. Is he going to be based on the Earthspark appearance, which I hope not, because I don't like how he looks in that show. Or he's going to be based on the other appearance, which is like really crazy looking and stuff. Yeah, true. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And they can only do a tank. And I think what they did is very good. I like what they did. Yeah, they are starting to do comics, but we'll talk about that. Sure Shot's finally getting his figure. Sure Shot is the G1 Target Master, which is pretty cool that he's getting his figure. Blastoff, of course, Blastoff is going to be interesting to see. I do think Blastoff is going to be a remold of the Slingshot. I really do think he is. That's my crackpot theory. I really do think he will be. An extensive remold, obviously, but I think he will be a remold. We'll see. Quick Strike, my god, so excited to get Quick Strike. And Smoke Screen, which is the least exciting one because are they really gonna put a random G1 reissue of Smokescreen in this wave? That's gonna be very strange. Yeah, I'm excited for Quick Strike though. Yeah, I'm so excited again about Beast Wars. I always love Beast Wars representation. Beast Wars is amazing. Love Beast Wars. Voyager Amalgamus, gonna be very interested to see. I'm very happy we're getting all the primes obviously, and Amalgamus looks very cool. He looks to have a little bit of a shockwave eye thingy, and if I planned this properly, I would have pulled up images and showed you guys what I'm talking about. But I really like how Amalgamus looks. Yeah. Brawl. Brawl is interesting because Brawl is a Voyager, and so is Swindle, which we'll get to a little later on. But Brawl is a Voyager, which is odd, very odd that Brawl is a Voyager, because so far all of them have been deluxes. What's more odd is that Swindle is a Voyager. That's very strange.
Dinobot 2 and Depth Charge. Yes, Depth Charge. They do Depth Charge. Depth Charge is the coolest maximal. So they definitely do Depth Charge. I hope he's a leader class, so they can get all his features in, and he'll scale very well with the Rampage. Yeah, I'm guessing Onslaught will be coming out next year, maybe early next year, since there's two commanders. Onslaught first, and then whatever the next one is. Animated Rekgar. So I'm guessing Animated Rekgar is gonna be a remold of. Let me pull it up actually. The Junkion. Yes, the Dinobot core. I forgot about that. That still hasn't gotten a slot, huh? Legacy Trash Master. So yeah, I think that the I think the yeah I think the animated Rekgar is gonna be a remold of this guy. So yeah, if you're excited for that figure, maybe this is a teaser for what it might look like. I don't know, of course. I do think it will be a remold of him though. Big Convoy! Yes! Very excited for Big Convoy. And I'm glad they're making him a leader class rather than a Voyager. Because sorry, not a Voyager, rather than a Commander, because I think they could have stretched it to Commander, but I'm glad they're not, saving me a little bit of money. I'm very excited to get Big Convoy because I have Magmatron, so I'm gonna get Big Convoy to go with Magmatron, and it's gonna look amazing. I love Magmatron to death. He's my favorite Commander class to date. Love Magmatron. Razor Claw is gonna be so cool because they're gonna be doing the Tiger Hawk repaint, and I still haven't gotten Tiger Hawk, so this is gonna be a nice opportunity for me to get Tiger Hawk. In the form of Razor Claw, which arguably is a better deco. Depends on who you ask. Yeah. Moving on to Studio Series. Studio Series, we're starting off with a bang because we got a lot of good stuff here. We've got 86 Wind Charger, which is gonna be great. Finally, we're getting Wind Charger. Finally, you know, I always said, as much as I complain about A6 figures, my issue with A6 figures is not the figures themselves. My issue with them is that they're just doing a lot of stuff that that they've already done. As we'll see soon. Beast Wars Galvatron. Yeah, good luck with that one. That's the two-headed dragon, right? Yeah. Wind Charger is gonna be good though. I'm excited for Wind Charger because it's gonna be brand new, and we don't have a Wind Charger yet, so he's gonna be cool. And depending on how he looks, I might get that, or I might wait for the tailgate. Next up is Barricade. You all know how I feel about Barricade already. I am so excited to see how the last time Barricade turns out, especially with how good Widowmaker was. If Widowmaker is that good, I can only imagine how great Barricade is gonna turn out. So excited. Next up, Arachnid, TF1 Arachnid. Of course. Yeah. Who's not excited to get a TF1 Arachnid? Deluxe class is a bit unfortunate because she's a bit of a bigger character. I would have hoped she would have been a Voyager to get all the legs and the transformation down, but if they think they can do it at Deluxe class, I believe in them. I believe in them fully. So let's see how that turns out, the Deluxe class Arachnid. Let's see how that turns out. It'll certainly be better than her TFP toy, which is one of the worst Deluxe they've ever done. Transformers Prime Arachnid is terrible. Voyager 86 Skywarp. Oh, sorry, I completely glossed over Sunstreaker. So Sunstreaker, I really hope Sunstreaker is a new mold because I don't like the Sunstreaker they did for Earthrise because it's just a remold of the Wheeljack. So I really hope that he is a new mold over just doing the 5-pack one with a slightly better deco. 86 Skywarp, it's just going to be the already existing Skywarp with a new coat of paint. It'll probably look better or it'll look worse, depending on who you ask and who likes toon styling versus toy styling. Next up, Voyager TF1 Alpha Trion, big EF Alpha Trion. He's getting his Age of the Primes figure, which looks amazing, and he's getting his TF1 figure, which is probably going to also be amazing. I'm glad he's a Voyager, he's a bigger character, so I'm really glad he is getting the Voyager treatment, because I think he needs it, because he already has the Deluxe that he got for the mainline, so a Voyager is going to be very nice for him. And this is the big one. This is the one I warned people about. This is the one I told people that they should wait. Do not get the Legacy version because there is an 86 Soundwave on the horizon. And he's here. And I'm glad he's a leader class. It's going to be a brand new mold. And he's going to have some cassettes, hopefully. He's going to have at least 2 to 3 cassettes. I would hope so, at least. Because Soundwave is not a very complex figure. So I hope they don't use the engineering excuse. Because it's Soundwave. For Skybound comic series, I think they'll do repaints and retools before they start getting into the original characters. Um, Shredhead, I totally see getting a figure because it's a very simple design, and I think they can make that work. Um, the other one, what's his name? Ultra, or is that Starscream? Is Ultra Starscream? What's the other guy's name? Completely forgot. Netflix Soundwave with 4 cassettes. Oh my god! Imagine if it's the Netflix Soundwave again. We know it's a new mold, but it'll be unfortunate. The Legacy Buzzsaw for $55. Yeah, Legacy Soundwave is fine. Of course, it's fine. But I just knew there was gonna be an A6 one on the horizon, so I really urge people not to get it. As for Buzzsaw, I think you'll get another opportunity to get Buzzsaw soon, and I'll show you where. And of course we have the leader class TLK Nemesis Prime. Who isn't excited for that? I know I'm not because I already have him. I already have the AOE Prime, so I'm not really excited for the TLK Nemesis Prime. But it's gonna be a good way to get it. Genvo, right? That's his name. Genvo. I hope he gets a figure because I actually like his design. I think he's a pretty neat design. I like his design more than Shredhead. I think it's a bit more unique. Yes, I think if we get a new 86 Soundwave, we'll get a better Ravage because the Siege Ravage is not very good. So, moving on to the rest of those things, let me show you guys where you're going to get your Buzzsaw. Let me show you. You see right here. Right here. Leader Class Comics Soundwave. So, we have an idea, we think at least, that this will be the Marvel Comics Soundwave, the purple Soundwave. So, if it is indeed the purple Soundwave, I think this is where they will package Buzzsaw again. Just so people have another opportunity to get him. I think they'll put Buzzsaw in this Leader Comics Soundwave pack. Purple Soundwave with Buzzsaw, and yeah. How many Soundwaves? We're getting a Soundwave in Studio Series. Twice. We're getting the 86 Soundwave, and we're getting the Comic Edition Soundwave, which is going to be the Marvel Comics purple one. So that's going to be interesting. But let's go through some of these listings. So, first up, Voyager Swindle. What are we doing? Voyager Class Swindle, really? That's going to be strange. A Voyager Class Swindle. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see for sure. I'm interested to see how they justify the Voyager price point. Legacy Blaster is amazing. I have Twincast. I don't have Blaster, but I love how Twincast turned out. Overkill and Slugfest, that would be really nice to see because they haven't gotten figures yet. So it would be new molds. Ratbat, yeah, definitely Ratbat. So I could be wrong, of course. Maybe they won't come with Buzzsaw. Maybe your only opportunity to get Buzzsaw really is that Legacy one. A bunch of random stuff. Yeah, I would hope Swindle will come with a bunch of random stuff because it's Swindle, right? I hope he comes with his big cannon. I hope he comes with a little gun. Wait, you're right. The big cannon. That might be how they justify the Voyager price point. He might come with a big cannon, and they'll be like, "Yes, he comes with a big cannon. That's how he's a Voyager class because he comes with a big cannon." I'm wondering if these guys will contain the ratchet joint for the foot inside of them rather than it being a foot. Yeah. So Bruticus I'm getting. I'm also getting Bruticus because I love Bruticus. Bruticus is the best G1 combiner. So I'm very excited to get Bruticus. It does look to be a mishmash of parts. It's going to be some are skeleton. The legs are skeletonized though on the image, but they're Voyager. It's very interesting. I'm very interested to see how it turns out. Very, very interesting. What if it's IDW Soundwave? Well, that would be nice. It would be nice to get a Soundwave that isn't just G1 again. But in my opinion at least, I don't believe it'll be an IDW Soundwave. Let me tell you why. Typically, per year, we get 2 brand new leader class molds. And going into 2027, we have Hound and we have IDW Fort Max. So I'm guessing the Soundwave will be a redeco because typically they don't do 3 new molds. It's very rare they do 3 new leader class molds. Yes, both of them are in the front, and it is a skeleton combiner, which is nice. I'm glad they're on the front. That immediately makes the combiner so much more appealing. The fact that the limbs are on the front. God, I wish they did that the whole time. But yeah, Genvo I hope gets a figure. Shredded I hope gets a figure. Zerta and Goliant. I haven't heard about those ones. Are those in Void Rivals? I have not heard about those ones. I need to read Void Rivals. I haven't read it yet. Alright, that's Swindle. Moving on to Vector Prime. Repack. We know this. It's going to be the same thing. And of course, we have Jalopy or Jalopy, the new guy or gal that we're getting. That is, who knows? Will it be that Miss Color Jazz? I don't know. We don't know. But yeah, Jalopy. We're getting Jalopy. Whoever that is. Um, if it is the Jazz repaint, it'll be on the shelf. I'll say that much. ROTB credits C Mirage. I saw FC post about that. I think it'll be a new mold. What am I saying? It's obviously not gonna be a new mold. I think it'll be a remold of something else. I don't think it's gonna be the Jazz. I think it'll be something else. It would be pretty hilarious if it is the Jazz. They just Google Jalopy and that's a character apparently. Joyride. It's gonna be nice to finish off those Target Masters. He's a Target Master or Power Master. He's a Power Master. My bad. In my opinion, I think he'll be a remold of this. The what's his name? Sure Shot. I think he'll be a remold of Sure Shot. I think that's what he'll be. Because they're both dragsters. Tailgate, obviously going to be a remold of Windcharger. Very excited for Tailgate because it's Tailgate. Who doesn't love Tailgate from the AW comics? So we need to get Tailgate. I know it's going to be the G1 version, but that's fine. Tailgate is Tailgate. Point Blank, Legacy Point Blank. I haven't got Legacy Point Blank yet. I do want to get him because I think he's an overhated figure. I do hope they change him slightly, and I hope it's not a straight repack. I hope they give him a new head and maybe some new paint. But if it's a straight repack, I mean, I'm not going to get mad. I think he's a pretty plentiful figure, but whatever, it's fine. Deluxe Fangry is going to be nice to get him out of the 4-pack. I think that's going to be nice for people who haven't gotten him yet. I'm not the biggest fan of that mold. I'm not the biggest fan of the figure, so I don't really care for it. But for those that do, I hope you'll be happy with him. Next we have is something I am angry about. Leader class on Modern Megatron. Why are we doing this? So for those who don't know, Armada Megatron is on deep clearance everywhere. He is such a plentiful figure. He's a very easy figure to get if you missed him. And they're repacking him, which is going to be unfortunate because he's just going to go on deep clearance again. And I don't want to see him everywhere again, but it looks like we will be seeing him everywhere again because they're repacking him. As for the figure himself, I think the Armada Megatron figure is fine, but I think they should have done a lot better. For the leader class price point, he's very lacking. He doesn't have it very. His transformation is not complex. His gimmicks are gone. Yes, this is the green tank. His gimmicks are gone. His articulation is not great. He honestly really has almost nothing going for him, and he's coming out again. So, if you haven't gotten him yet, it's another way to get him. So, I'm happy that you haven't gotten him yet, and it's another opportunity to get him. So, Leader Class Unicron Soldier. Who knows what this is? I have no clue. We don't know what this is. We know it's going to be a remold. We know it's not going to be a new mold because the new molds for 2026 Age of the Primes is Liege Maximo and Big Convoy. So we know he's not going to be a new mold. I think he's going to be a repaint. Who is he going to be a repaint of? I think he's going to be a repaint of Megatronus. I think they're going to take the Megatronus from Age of the Primes, remold it slightly, retool it slightly, maybe give it a new head, and that would be called a Unicron Soldier. In my opinion, I think that's what they're going to do. I don't know what else they can do. Maybe Prime Unicron, but here's the thing. I know they're not going to be a new mold. And I'm not sure how they can do a Prime Unicron if it's not a new mold. So I think it'll be a Megatronus with some new paint and a new head. That's my opinion. That's what I think it'll be. Next up, Liege Maximo is going to be cool. He's based on his G2 appearance, which is going to be nice to see. He's a leader class. He's a leader class. And something Mark mentioned is that Liege Maximo is going to be bigger than Megatronus, which I find very interesting. Here's why. Megatronus is massive. That's a very big leader class. You know? That's a very big leader class. And the fact that Liege Maximo is going to be even bigger than him, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see how he turns out. Next up, No, it can't be his armor because that's a deluxe class. This is a leader class. This is way bigger. So yeah. Oh, G1 styled Rise of the Beast Scourge with the tank mode. Honestly, I kind of see where you're getting at with the Megatronus with the flame effects, and Scourge was kind of supposed to have a flame effect. So yeah, I know Flaw is very big. So to see that at least Maxima is going to be even bigger than him is going to be very very nice to see. In comparison to Grimlock, he's not that big. But in comparison to other leader classes, Megatronus is very big. Like compared to like let's say Blitzwing or Sandstorm, he's way bigger than those guys. Yeah, it does just sound like a grunt. So Commander class Onslaught. So here's the thing. We know Onslaught's coming. The interesting one is Commander 2. So let me give you guys a little bit of information that I haven't posted yet. It's public. I'm not giving any secrets or anything. But JT Prime 17 made a post on TFW talking about the next commander. He said it's likely to be Armada Jetfire, Armada Overload, or the one I'm excited for, Beast Wars Magnaboss. Now here's why this is interesting. We know for a fact that that was not just speculation because he deleted the post, which is interesting. He deleted the post, which means that maybe he's trying to hide something, or maybe he just made a mistake. Anyway, interesting that he listed those three names. I'm very, very excited to see any of those. I think Overload will be the least interesting choice because, yes, Overload is cool, but I think they should do Overload as a leader class because I think Commander class Overload is a bit excessive because he doesn't really have an alt mode, and his robot mode is cool, but his alt mode is it leaves a bit to be desired. Yeah, Armada Jetfire is a very cool design. If it is Jetfire, I'll be very happy because I have Armada Prime. It'll be nice for them to get combined. But in my opinion, I would love Magnaboss. I would love Magnaboss. Magnaboss is so cool. I think Magnaboss is awesome, and he'll be so cool to put next to Magmatron. Magnaboss and Magmatron. It's gonna be so cool to see both of them. So I really hope it is Magmaboss. I love Magmaboss. I think Magmaboss is so cool. So that's probably gonna be what the next commander is. So moving on. Exclusives. We have Wheelie, which is interesting because so far the retro exclusives have only been deluxes, and Wheelie is a core class. So I wonder what they're gonna do there. Retro Outback. Outback we could have seen coming a mile away. I'm surprised he's taking this long to come out, but he's gonna be a remolded Brawn, obviously. Gensex Combiner is gonna be Superion. Big Convoy for the commander? No, it's not. It's not Big Convoy because Big Convoy is getting a leader class. He's already gotten a listing, so the commander is not Big Convoy. It's going to be something else because Big Convoy is confirmed to be a leader class. Yeah, Armada Optimus is very hard to get. If you don't get him, I think they'll reissue him again though, because if his companion piece does come out, I think they'll have to reissue him again. Genset Combiner, I believe this is Superion. I think there's gonna be Superion, and it's gonna be yeah, Big Convoy Small. He's gonna be a leader class. Yeah. I think it's gonna be the Superion with the toy deco or G2. Gen Select multi-pack. Obviously, we're gonna get a multi-pack again. Timelines figures, Optimus and Starstream, Bumblebee and Megatron. Tragen Sky. Who knows what Sky is? Maybe it's a collab item? Maybe it's a collab item. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. Age of the Prime's Sentinel Artifact Pack. That's interesting. I hope this is a new accessory pack, or maybe it's just a pack that comes with some of the Prime accessories. That's going to be very cool. And Sentinel, we're getting Age of the Prime Sentinel Prime. That's so cool. You know, I'm very interested to see how that turns out. I wonder who it'll be. I believe there's an Ava collab coming. It was a Takara. It was Takara thing though. Was that revealed yet? I don't think it was. I don't think it was yet. That's gonna be interesting. Next up, Beast Wars Predacon pack. Who knows? Direct to Consumer Pro pack. I don't know what that'll be either. Red Alert Minicon pack. I'm guessing it'll be the same as the Armada Hotshot, but with minicons. Energon figure, yeah. Age of the Prime's Energon 4. We have no idea what that is. Is it going to be a figure from Energon? Is it just an Energon type figure? I don't know. I really don't know. That's gonna be interesting. So, next up, we're moving to Studio Series, which is the interesting stuff because Studio Series, yippee, Titan class. So, when I saw the Titan class, I was like, okay, as much as I hope it's Stratosphere, there's no way it's gonna be Stratosphere. I think it's gonna be, Unicron. But then Mark came out in an interview and said that Unicron is not in the cards. So either he's lying, either he doesn't know. It could be either of those. So let's see. I still think it's gonna be Unicron, but man, I think we're all hoping for Stratosphere. Stratosphere would be cool. Although Unicron would also be cool. I'd be very happy with a Unicron. Not gonna lie, very happy with a Unicron. I really hope it's Stratosphere. But Titan class IRL size Dickbot, that's gonna be very cool. One of the game guys, that's also gonna be kind of cool because if it is one of the game guys like Metrobox or Tripticon or Omega Supreme, that's gonna be nice. If it is an 86 figure, yeah, it'll be unfortunate the first Studio Series Titans 86 and the first 3 Studio Series Commanders are 86, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's fine. Studio Series roleplay, I think this is pretty self-explanatory. So it's a roleplay item. I think this is going to be a matrix of leadership because if it's something that they haven't given us in a very long time, it's an actual life-sized matrix of leadership. So I think the roleplay item is going to be an 86 matrix of leadership that can open, it can light up, and all that kind of stuff. I think that'll be really cool. Leader class A6 Blitzwing. Really, we're doing A6 Blitzwing when Legacy Blitzwing is shell forming so hard. What are you gonna do? It's fine. Doesn't bother me. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna look good, and the Legacy Blitzwing is fine. It's not a bad figure. Well, life size and you can hold it in your hand. You know, that's what I mean. Like, not actually life size that it'll crush me and stuff. I mean, like, you can hold it in your hand, you can open it and stuff. That's what I mean. That's what I think the roleplay item will be. TF7 Scourge, I think that's going to be a repack, although it would be nice if it's a change figure. Let's see if it is. Who knows? 86 Cyclonus. It's going to be nice to get the Cyclonus mold. That's not going to be yellow and be really bad. Yeah, get the dramatic capture one. That's pretty good for the 86 Astro Tree and the 86 Blitzwing. That's going to be the best way to get those guys. 86 Cyclonus is going to be nice. So the next one is big. Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Oh boy! So, just to give you guys a bit of a history lesson, a while ago, and I mean a while ago, I'm talking 2021, 2022, I think maybe 2020, there was a listing for an AoE Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. And that listing went away. That rumor went away. It never appeared again. And what was near that listing, what was so interesting, is that alongside Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, there was a listing for breakaway from the games was rumored next to that Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. But the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime disappeared and the breakaway disappeared. But now the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime is popping up again. So I'm very excited to see if Blitzwing comes out soon. Yeah, it did. I'm interested to see not the Blitzwing, I'm saying Breakaway comes out soon. I'll be so excited if Breakaway comes out soon. So yeah. Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, big thumbs up for me. Breakaway, an even bigger thumbs up. That's gonna be really cool. 86 Wheeljack. Why? They're doing the Devastation one, and they're doing an 86 Wheeljack. So unless this is a new mold, which I don't think it'll be, this is not very exciting. An 86 Wheeljack is gonna be the regular Earthrise one with the blue windows again, and yeah, that's just pretty much it for that. TF4 Bumblebee, exciting stuff because it's probably going to be the new Camaro rather than the old one, because the old one technically has a Studio Series figure because he came in a 2-pack with Stinger as a Target exclusive, and yes, it was the old original AoE figure. So I do hope it gets a new figure, but I think this will be the new Camaro, which I'm excited for. I'm excited to see how they engineer that figure. Yeah, they look very flat because of the blue windows. The Driller from Dark of the Moon. Now that's a tough one because I don't know how they'll do that. I don't know if that will sell well. But it would be cool. That would definitely be cool if it is the Driller. Deluxe Class TF1 Soundwave. Nice to complete the TF1 roster. We're getting through those. I'm hoping Shockwave is very nearby. Leader Class 86 Swoop. Another way to get Swoop if you missed him. I don't think he's hard to get right now, but maybe in the future he will be. Leader Comics Fort Max. Yes! Yes! IDW Fort Max. That's gonna be so cool to see. And here's the thing though. Here's the thing. It could be a remold. It could be a remold. Which is unfortunate because when there was a designer interview last year in 2024 where the designer said they had a model for a leader class IDW Fort Max where they took the Armada Megatron and they turned it into IDW Fort Max. So I'm hoping it's not a remold of the IDW Megatron. Of the Armada Megatron. I hope it's not a remold of that. I hope it's a new mold because I think that remold was just a concept. Like they were testing the waters to see if they could do it. I think that's all they were doing as a proof of concept rather than it actually being the figure. So I think this will be a new mold, but if it is a remold of the Armada Megatron, that will suck, and I'll be really disappointed in that, but that's fine. We already went through Soundwave, Purple Soundwave, we're getting Purple Soundwave. It's gonna be nice. Leader Class Hound. Oh boy, so disappointed it isn't the AoE version. It's the last night version, which is a bit disappointing because we kind of just got that with the TLK Voyager class. But nonetheless, it's a Hound, so I'm very excited to get a Hound. He's gonna have all his weapons. I hope he has his massive chain gun because that's absolutely necessary for him to have. And yeah, so excited to get Hound. So excited. Purple Sound will have the mouth. Most definitely, he will have the mouth. I really do believe he will have the mouth. I don't think they'll miss that. I think they kind of have to put that in. So yeah, Hound is going to be amazing to see. So excited to get more Bavis representation in the series. So yeah. Moving on to 86 Optimus Sleep Mode. So, they're releasing a general release Dead Optimus Prime. Unfortunately, I don't know how well this will do. Because it's going to be gray. It's going to be a flat, gray Optimus. And that's going to be, it's going to be a bit unfortunate. It's cool, don't get me wrong. But I think something like this should have been reserved for an exclusive slot. I think having it at retail is going to be a bit strange because I'm not sure how many people would want to buy a dead Optimus Prime, especially if it's all gray. It's going to be a bit of a boring figure to look at, you know? Sleep mode Optimus, yeah. Dead Optimus Prime at general retail, crazy. Last up, but not least, the big one, the Last Night Megatron. Oh boy, I am excited to get a Last Night Megatron. That is going to be so cool to get. The Voyager and TLK was already very good. That was very good. That didn't even come out that long ago. It didn't even come out 10 years ago. It came out in 2017. But Leader Class TLK Megatron is gonna be so good. Yes! Include the articulation. Make that transformation as good as possible. Maybe give it the dragon mode. Maybe Squeaks. Yeah, Squeaks. It'll be cool to get Squeaks as a pack-in with him. I think that's the best way they can do a Studio Series Squeaks, is to pack him in with Megatron. Especially because a lot of the engineering work for Megatron is already done with the Voyager class. They need to up his scale and maybe include a few more accessories like a Squeaks. I hope they do. I hope they don't cheap out and give him the Squeaks. I hope he has fully articulate hands so he can grab the Squeaks by the head like he does in the movie. That would be very cool to see. But yeah. Stacked list of figures. 2027 is shaping up to be one of the best years for Studio Series. 2026 as well, shaping up to be very good for Studio Series. And lastly, of course, yeah, there's the 86 Megatron anniversary, which I think, as I predicted, and as I said, which I think it'll be, I think they're purposefully putting in some minor flaws with 86 Megatron so they can sell a better version down the line. And I think that this might be it. Anniversary Megatron. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the rest. There's a lot of stuff with Cyberworld and stuff that I don't really care about. So, I think I'm going to call it quits on the live stream there. I hope you all enjoyed this little live stream. I just put it together because I decided why not. It might be fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had some fun in here, and I hope it was cool to have me as company. I'm glad you guys are here. We peaked at like 46 viewers, which is cool. That's so cool that I had that many viewers. You know, Swapticons is a nice line. It's a cool line, I think. I'm hoping to get some of them eventually. Maybe it might have the cell shading because there's also an anniversary 86 Optimus Prime coming, so it'll be a companion piece for it. But yeah. Anyway, I am gonna end the stream here. I'm very glad you guys came. I'm very happy you guys came. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing this again if they do a stream again soon, which I hope they do. And yeah, it's about to be 1 p.m. So in about half an hour, the pre-orders will be going up. So pay attention to that and get those pre-orders in while you can. Anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm glad you guys came here. And yeah, bye bye everybody. Bye bye.